What's going on at NASA? Are they on the verge of a major breakthrough in efficiency and cost savings, or are they heading down a rabbit hole of data breaches, discrimination, and political controversy? That's the question we're tackling today. Forget the moon landing for a minute. This is about the future of NASA itself. Stick around, because this is going to get interesting. Buckle up, space cadets. All right, let's dive right in. First up, DOGE bots. Sounds like a meme, right? Well, it's serious business. Apparently, these AI systems are being used to assimilate all NASA data. Now, what exactly does that mean? According to sources, these bots are digging deep, accessing back-end software across government departments, extracting and sifting through information. The goal? To analyze spending, employee programs, and DI initiatives. Efficiency is the name of the game, supposedly, but is it worth the risk? Think about it, all that sensitive data in one place, accessible by an AI. What could possibly go wrong? Let's break down the direct impact. On the one hand, we could see increased efficiency in data extraction and analysis. Imagine identifying inefficiencies, redundancies, areas where NASA can save money. That's the upside. But the downside is huge. We're talking about the risk of data breaches. If these AI systems are compromised, all that sensitive information, employee data, program details, could be exposed. And what about bias? AI is only as good as the data it's trained on. If that data is biased, the AI will be too, leading to skewed results and unfair evaluations. Are we really ready to trust an AI to make decisions about people's careers and government programs? Now, let's zoom out a bit. What does this mean for the AI industry as a whole? Well, if NASA's DOGE bots are successful, we could see a surge in demand for similar systems across other government agencies and organizations. That means growth in the AI and data analytics sector, more jobs for AI specialists and data scientists. Think of the partnerships between government agencies and private companies specializing in AI. But with that growth comes increased scrutiny. People are going to demand greater transparency and accountability from these AI systems. Are we ready for that level of oversight? I'm not so sure. Okay, let's talk about the real-world impact. The potential for improved government efficiency and cost savings is a big deal. More resources available for public services, increased transparency in government spending. That all sounds great, right? But what about the jobs? As AI automates tasks previously performed by government employees, we could see job displacement. And what happens when people feel unfairly targeted or disadvantaged by AI-driven analysis? We could be looking at a serious backlash. The potential for social unrest is real. Are we prepared to deal with the consequences? Now, let's shift gears. Because that's not all that's happening at NASA. Apparently, they're also removing pronouns from official communications. That's right, no more he, she, or they in employee profiles or internal documents. The official line is compliance with some executive order, but the real impact is far more significant. This isn't just about grammar, it's about identity. Think about what this means for transgender and non-binary employees. Are they going to feel welcome and respected in an environment where their very existence is being erased? I highly doubt it. The direct impact here is clear. We're talking about a restriction on self-expression, a potentially hostile work environment for LGBTQ+ employees, reduced diversity and inclusion within NASA. It's a slippery slope. When people don't feel safe or supported, their morale and productivity suffer. And that's not good for anyone, least of all NASA. This isn't just a policy change, it's a statement. A statement that says, your identity is not welcome here. Who's making these decisions, and what are their motivations? And it doesn't stop there. If NASA starts removing pronouns, other government agencies and organizations might follow suit. We could see a widespread rollback of LGBTQ+ rights. Companies might scale back their support for LGBTQ+ employees, fearing backlash. LGBTQ+ advocacy groups and allies could launch boycotts and protests. And let's not forget the legal challenges. Policies that restrict LGBTQ+ rights are likely to face costly and time-consuming litigation. Are we really prepared for a full-blown culture war over pronouns? This is a disaster waiting to happen. The socioeconomic impact is equally concerning. Increased discrimination and marginalization of LGBTQ+ individuals. Negative impacts on their mental and physical health. Reduced economic opportunities. A chilling effect on diversity and inclusion initiatives across the board. This isn't just about pronouns. It's about creating a more equitable and inclusive society for everyone. And these policies are taking us in the opposite direction. This is a fight we can't afford to lose. Finally, we come to the grand finale. NASA is terminating gender ideology. All activities that promote or reflect gender ideology are being shut down. Training, reporting, special emphasis programs, all gone. Documents, directives, orders, regulations, all being withdrawn. It's a complete and utter purge. But what exactly is gender ideology? It's a vague and loaded term that's often used to attack transgender and non-binary people. This isn't about science. It's about politics. And it's incredibly dangerous. The direct impact is a disruption of ongoing research and programs related to gender equality and LGBTQ+ inclusion. Potential legal challenges from contractors and grantees who are affected by the termination of contracts and grants. This is going to be a mess. Think about the people who rely on these programs. Think about the researchers who have dedicated their lives to studying gender equality. All that work, all that progress, potentially wiped out with the stroke of a pen. This is heartbreaking. And the ripple effects will be felt far beyond NASA. Reduced funding for organizations that promote gender equality and LGBTQ+ inclusion. Increased pressure on corporations to scale back their support for LGBTQ+ initiatives. A chilling effect on academic research related to gender studies and LGBTQ+ issues. This isn't just about NASA. It's about the future of equality and inclusion in America. We're seeing a coordinated effort to roll back progress and silence marginalized voices. This should scare the hell out of all of us. The socioeconomic impact is a reversal of progress made in promoting gender equality and LGBTQ+ inclusion. Increased stigma and discrimination against transgender and non-binary individuals. Erosion of trust in government institutions. Potential for social unrest and political polarization. This is a recipe for disaster. We're creating a more unequal and discriminatory society. And that's not just bad for LGBTQ+ people. It's bad for everyone. A society that values diversity and inclusion is a stronger, more resilient society. We need to fight for that vision. Let's be clear about the risks here. The DOGE project raises serious concerns about data security, privacy, and accountability. The policies regarding pronouns and gender ideology create risks related to discrimination, employee morale, and legal challenges. We're talking about potential data breaches, biased AI, a hostile work environment, and a reversal of progress on equality and inclusion. These are not hypothetical risks. They are real and present dangers. We need to demand answers and hold those responsible accountable. So, what's the bottom line? NASA is at a crossroads. They can choose to embrace efficiency and innovation while upholding the values of diversity and inclusion. Or they can choose a path of data breaches, discrimination, and decline. The choice is theirs. But we, as citizens, have a role to play. We need to demand transparency and accountability from our government agencies. We need to support organizations that are fighting for equality and inclusion. We need to speak out against discrimination and injustice. The future of NASA and the future of our society depends on it. Don't let these changes slide by unnoticed. Make your voice heard. Because the stakes are too high to stay silent. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more hard-hitting analysis of the tech world. Thanks for watching.